Hey guys, how's it going? So, today I am going to do a first impressions review of a game called Oddsparks, an automation adventure. The game is currently in early access. In fact, it's not even released right now as of me playing it, but it will be releasing in a couple of days. And the developers have informed me that the price is going to be $20 or €20. So even though it does not currently display a price on Steam, that is the price that we can work with today. So today we will be seeing if the game is worth $20 right now in its current state or not. Obviously, the argument could be made that the game is in early access, so it might not be worth $20 right now, but that is not how I work. If the developer asks a certain price for a game, doesn't matter if it's in early access or not, it must be worth that price. That is why a lot of developers increase the price of a game after it releases, after it fully releases, like releases out of early access, because they know that an early access game is unfinished and not worth a full price. So $20 today, we're going to work with that, and then it is completely possible that the price of the game will increase somewhere down the line. But anyway, the game's name is Oddsparks Automation Adventure, and today we are going to play the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game and tell you whether or not, in my opinion, the game is worth $20. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full 1 hour or more of the video today, then you can simply skip to the end of the video. I will put a timestamp in the description below. It will probably be 10 or 15 minutes before the end of the video, and in that time, at the end of the video, I will tell you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game, and basically break everything down what we've seen today in the game. So otherwise, if you're not in a huge hurry, then you can simply stay tuned, and I will be playing through the game, and I will be giving you my running commentary as I play through the game and tell you what I think is good and bad about the game as we play through it. So let's check out the settings menu. The only issue that I've seen so far is the fact that you cannot change the resolution of the game when you are playing on borderless full screen mode, aka windowed full screen mode. So that's something that I don't particularly like, but at least the developers do allow you to change the screen resolution or the render resolution. They call it screen percentage, which is weird. Normally it's called render resolution or screen resolution, but anyway, they do allow you to change it over here. But that is just like a plaster on a wound that shouldn't have been there in the first place. You should be allowed to change the resolution. Doesn't matter what mode, what screen mode you have, you're supposed to be allowed to change the resolution. So anyway, the game is being rendered at 4K resolution right now because that is my desktop resolution, and so I'm scaling that down by roughly 25%, and that should equal roughly 2K resolution. So for all intents and purposes, the game is running at 2K resolution, and I'm recording at 2K resolution as well. Otherwise than that, we're running the game with the highest settings. The game does allow you to change your frame rate. I don't know why it would allow 72 FPS. I've never seen that before. 90 is fine, 120 is fine, 144 is fine, and then there is no 360. And there is no 240, so that is an issue. Both 240 and 360 FPS is missing. which is not good. Those are G-Sync and FreeSync monitors, and they run at 240 and 360. So those are two other issues. Not all of the frame rates that you would normally want to see in a game are available, but hopefully the developers are able to add that later on. It shows over here rendering mode, but we can't actually change it, so I don't know why it would show a rendering mode and yet not allow you to change it. But once again, this is early access, so perhaps the developers will add that later on. Sound in background we actually want to have enabled. One thing that I've noticed is that this game does not like in the slightest to be alt-tabbed. Like when I alt-tab like this, the game really like freaks out sometimes. Like it's not really doing it now, but earlier I alt-tabbed and the game just freaked out. Like it was crazy. Right now it's not doing it. I wonder if this has an effect on it. Let's see. You see there. Look at that. So perhaps the sound in background toggle has an effect on it. Let's enable it again. No, it's still doing it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you should be able to see it on the recording because I'm seeing it on my OBS. So, yeah, the game does not enjoy being alt-tabbed. When you are alt-tabbed, the game freaks out a little bit. And then when you tab back like this, then it stops. So that is another little issue that I think the developers should have fixed before the game releases, hopefully. But yeah, any issues that I encounter throughout my playthrough today, I am definitely going to mention, and I might even take it into consideration for my final opinion on the game. Even though there are certain things that, like if there's small bugs, I won't take it into consideration because, I mean, it's something that will be fixed by the developers. So anyway, that is that. Not a huge amount of issues. I don't see any colorblind accessibility in a game that is as colorful as this game is. You would normally want to see colorblind accessibility options, and I don't see any colorblind accessibility options, so that is another small little issue. It's just really a quality of life feature that I think should be added to the game eventually. So anyway, not any real huge issues, to be honest. But yeah, not being able to select 240 FPS or 360 FPS is bad. And also I would like to be able to change the resolution to any option that I want. So with that being said, we can jump into the game. The game does apparently have multiplayer, but we will not be playing multiplayer today. We will just be playing solo. So there's a bunch of different skin options. Okay, not only those at the top, you can apparently change yourself quite a bit. So like, you can be a Smurf if you want to. You can be Shrek if you want to. You can be very angry if you want to. You can be Donald Trump if you want to. A real nice amount of skin options. You can be an avatar if you want to. Even though avatar, there's a very small difference between Smurf and avatar, I guess. Anyway, how do we reset it to the default? Oh, okay. So you just click there. That's actually nice. Not bad at all. I'm happy with this. I mean, we could make ourselves like a weird color, but honestly, I'll just go with a normal color. Okay, eye color. I'm sure like the eye color is not going to ever be seen really like in the game, you know. from the screenshots that I've seen, this is an isometric view that the game is played with, so you will literally never see the color of your character's eyes in an isometric view game. It's like in Diablo 4. They have a pretty detailed character creator in Diablo 4, but do you ever see the color of your character's eyes? You know, like, no, like, seriously. But anyway, I guess I shouldn't complain about them adding such customizations. More customizations is always better than less customizations. I throw 500 sparks. How is it already 5%? Like, I've never played this game before, so how is that already progressed? Like, this one is not progressed, but apparently this game thinks that I've already played the game, which I absolutely have not. I literally received a code from the developer this morning, so yeah, I've never played the game. There's not a lot of options, to be honest, with regards to the hairstyle options. That looks pretty cool. Normally I wouldn't go for this, but this looks pretty cool. And then hair color. Once again, you can make your hair any color you want. I really like that. I hate it when a game only allows you to choose like blonde, black, and brown. You know, like, it's a bloody video game. You must allow me to choose any color that I want. You know, I hate it when a character customization option is missing, or if I can't create the character that I want. You know, if I want to have fucking hair like Ninja, then I want to do that. You know, don't limit the colors that the character can have. You know, if the developer is able to give you the options of brown and black and like gray or whatever, then they literally just need to add a couple of lines of code to their game to allow you to select any color you want, like this on this this palette or this hue changer. It's literally just a little bit of code. They already allow you to select 3 colors, so why don't they allow you to select all of the colors? And that is something that these developers clearly took into consideration, so that's good. I really like this blue color. Not a lot of games allow you to choose this blue color. It's just difficult to get it correct. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not sure if we are male or female, actually. It kind of looks like we're female. I don't know if the game actually gives you the option. Nope, apparently the game doesn't give you an option to select a gender, so I guess you can just create the character into the gender that you want to, I guess. Let's see. Oh, and you can turn them around. I think a V will be cool. I like the leaves. It would be nice if there were other options. Like, the options are very limited, it seems like. But anyway, leaves are fine, I guess. We can change the color of this as well. Oh, and it changes the color of your socks and the accents on your monsters. I'm not sure what those are. I'm assuming they're helpers or workers, I guess. What color would look good? Oh, we can make it red. And then color number 2 will be the leaves. Color number 3, is that my pants? Yes. Oh, and the t-shirt as well. The t-shirt also changes color. Don't really know what color to go with. Yeah, black looks best. And shoes. Yeah, those look better. These just look like I'm poor, but these trainers actually look pretty good. Oh, that looks much better. I don't like this puffy. It looks like we are in the 1800s. That looks much better. I wonder like what these other ones are. It would be nice. Well, this one even says that I've unlocked it already. It would be nice if you could actually see what these other ones are. You know, even if you can't select them right now, that's totally fine. As long as you can just at least see what they are so that you know basically what you're working towards, you know? Okay, so that's fine. Head decoration. Single bob. Double bob. Single sphere. And double sphere. I don't like the fact that when you hover over it, you can't see what it actually says. Like, it's completely white, so you literally can't see what it says. That's not good. They should make it different. And then once again, all of these over here, I would like to be able to see all of these. It's fine that they're locked, but I want to see what they are so that I know what I will unlock in the future, you know? And then you can change the color of this crystal as well. Once again here, like bunny, leaf, insect, coral, all of these sound cool, but you can't even see what they are. And then mustache, septum piercing, eyebrow piercing, bridge piercing, full beard, chin strap, sideburns, sweatband, beak, spunny, snout, golden glasses, sunglasses, a right eye patch. And not a left eye patch for some reason, only a right eye patch. Okay, but I'm not gonna take any of those. Niederhausen. So yeah, the character creator is fine. It's not terrible. It's good. I like the fact that you can select a whole bunch of different colors. I just think that all of the other options, like the hair options, are limited. The cape options are limited. The cape patterns are limited. The piercings are pretty limited. And then I would just like to be able to see added tattoo, tattoo options, not even added tattoo options since there are no tattoo options, but just the tattoo options. I really like it if I can put tattoos on my character, so that's something that hopefully the developers can work on. It is calm. It is a calm and quiet day, and you are relaxing on your bench. All of your daily tasks are done, and the warm sun gently lulls you to a midday nap. You dream of an adventure, of a more exciting life than the one you have right now in the frontier village. When suddenly, an immense crash comes down from the field and wakes you up. So it seems we're going to have to do quite a bit of reading in this game. Okay, I'm clicking. Oh, okay, I had to press W. Okay, would have been nice if there was an indicator for that, but anyway. Guess they assumed that you will press something. I thought that we were gonna get another cutscene or something like that. It's clear that there is no way to fix the shed, and you begin to clean up the area. As you clean up the debris and shards of wood, you find a gleaming metal object in the middle of the mess. This must have been the thing that crashed into and destroyed your shed. Unsure of what it is, you pick up the strange metal object. It's warm to the touch. One person comes to mind as someone who can help figure out what it is. The divine researcher. Okay, so we picked up a rock of some kind. The character runs faster when running on paths. Okay. But does that game have sprinting? Nope. I'm pressing shift and we're not sprinting. So can we like loot? Oh yes, we can. Okay, so you have to press and hold in order to loot something. And then you have to click on it again. I'm not a fan of that. If you spend 5 seconds, 6 seconds, whatever, clicking and holding on something, then in my opinion the stuff that you looted should immediately go into your inventory. I played another game recently called Cornucopia, and in Cornucopia as well, one of my criticisms was that you mine stuff and you chop trees and do whatever, gather stuff from bushes, and then the shit gets thrown on the floor, and then you have to do extra effort to pick it up and put it into your inventory. It's completely unnecessary. Like, all of the work that you have to do to run around and pick stuff up. Like, I've played games in the past where you will loot something like this, and then it will be like boom, like a fucking loot explosion everywhere. Loot will just go everywhere, and then you have to run around like a moron, clicking on everything and collecting everything, and it's just completely unnecessary. So I don't like it when you are made to do unnecessary busy work and just frankly obtuse mechanics. It's just obtuse. It makes the game more obtuse and less enjoyable to have to do something after you've already done something, just because the developers think it's good to keep you entertained by picking up various things. But it's not entertaining. Running around and clicking on all of these things unnecessary wastes time. That's all that it achieves. It doesn't achieve the task of making the game more enjoyable. Nothing like that. It just is obtuse and makes the game less enjoyable and wastes your time as well. I mean, if I didn't have to loot these things, I probably would have been able to loot this entire area already. Like, this entire area would already be looted. But because you have to stand still and aim your mouse over the thing and click on it after you've already gathered or harvested the stuff, that almost doubles the amount of time that you have to spend looting something. Like, at least 50% it adds, because, like, for instance, this thing, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then 1. So it takes 6 seconds to loot that, even though that was a very big bush. The other smaller bushes take like 3 seconds. So you spend 3 seconds to loot something, or 6 seconds to loot something, and then you have to run over it and click, click, click. You know, like, it's just unnecessary. It just adds more time to a task which shouldn't be necessary. It shouldn't be necessary to loot the stuff after you've already harvested it. There's many games that don't do that. There's many games where if you loot something, like let's say you loot, like I can use a farming game for instance as an example. You loot your carrots, or you loot your onions, or you loot your berries from a bush, and then once you've done, boom, it directly goes into your inventory. I've played another game like that recently. Potion Trader. What was the name? Let me have a look here in my Steam inventory quickly. Hopefully the game doesn't freak out again when I alt tab or anything like that. Was it something alchemist or potion? Just 1 second. I just want to get the potion. Was it Potion Craft Simulator? No, it definitely wasn't Potion Craft Simulator. I do have a review of it on my channel, but I can't remember the bloody name of the game now. But it's like you also loot a whole bunch of stuff, and the game is just so much better for your time that you actually spend looting, because this stuff goes directly into your inventory. It's just so much better than this mechanic. So yeah, I don't like this mechanic. Can we talk to this guy? Merchant, just tell me if there's something you'd like from the city. And then merchant's storage chest. Okay, that's my inventory, and the merchant has nothing. I see you do actually run considerably faster when you're on the path. An ancient stone ruin stands in front of you. It's clearly magical in some way and holds forgotten information in its carvings. Divine researcher. It's really fascinating, right? I can't help but wonder what the divine are like. Their ruins and shrines are everywhere in the land. Okay, this guy's balancing on some books. You need my help with a weird thing? I love weird things. Let me see. Oh, what if we poke it right? The strange piece of metal you picked up from the broken shed comes alive. It wraps itself around your brooch. And is that how you spell brooch? Brooch. Brooch? Brooch? That doesn't sound right. Brooch. Is that how you say it? I thought it had an A in it. Okay, apparently that's how you spell brooch. You live and you learn. Wraps itself around your brooch and staff, and suddenly a wealth of information enters your mind. Dazed, you look at the ancient tablet nearby to the researcher and realize you can understand the ancient writings. The ancient tablet seems particularly wrecked, but you can definitely read some of the text. Something about magic, devastation, a spark, something about hope. You relay everything to the researcher. You can understand it. This is incredible, amazing news. You must look at the village monument for me. Okay, so this is a quest. Accept and pin, I guess. Go without me, I'll just slow you down. You can come back and tell me what you hear. Okay, nothing in there. Can't go into any of these houses. Is there a way to highlight stuff? Like in a lot of games you will press shift or alt or anything like that to highlight stuff, but apparently there's no way to highlight stuff. Let's have a look here quickly. No, it doesn't seem like it. Nope. So that's irritating. I would have liked it if you had a key to highlight all of the lootables and interactables in the area. Don't forget to drink some water. Just like plants, you need hydration too. So what if we put a log in here? Craft items manually by holding down the craft button. Don't forget to collect your... I couldn't finish. Okay, so... does anything happen? Does it need to be powered on? Well, pressing craft does nothing. Okay, so I... Oh. Okay. So you have to press and hold the button. Oh, I see now. It actually doesn't even take any of my resources. It literally chops the tree and generates wood logs. Okay, well that's pretty cool. So it's a free way to make logs, I guess. And then this one? Oh, that's also a logger. Okay, well that's cool. Free way to make logs. Does take a while though.
Huh?
Wow, this is one jacked whoever. It's definitely a female. One jacked female. Let's have a look over here. Rocks. Can we harvest rocks? Yes, we can. Is it just me or does the game sound a little bit low? Let's turn down the ambience a little bit. And then I'll turn my Windows sound up a little bit. Okay, we should be able to hear the music now.
Oh.
Such a busy beep beep elephant. Don't forget to get some rest and have a sit down. Yeah, it looks like you're doing a lot of that. The village monument looms above you, quietly and with the weight of its years behind it. You extend your hand and the strange metal in your brooch radiates a soft light. Suddenly, the carvings on the stone itself begin to shift into text. You barely have time to understand what you see as writing appears and disappears. You can't catch all of the information. Something about being last accessed several million days ago. The word "the danger" catches your eye. The monument is clearly important, more important than everyone had assumed. The words settle for a moment. Dangerous levels of corrupted aether detected. Cleansing pulse routine initiated. You can hear the monument rattle. Something inside is trying to happen, but nothing happens. Aetheric cleansing failed. Functions locked. Connections severed. Cleansing routine recommended. Danger to life critical. The monument opens up, revealing a large number of small slabs of stone. One appears in the middle with a single slot and a single button. You should tell the divine researcher about everything you've found. Okay, and then I'm assuming, yeah, aether shard that we need to put in there. I would have liked it if there were actually something happening here, you know, instead of just the text being displayed. It seems a little bit lazy to not add any VFX or anything to that dialogue. Mason sisters, you have a rocking day. Okay, so they are both female. The mare is female. I am female, I'm assuming. She is female. She is female, correct? I might be wrong. Okay, let's say that's up in the air. And then, oh no, this one is male. Okay, so my theory of everyone in the village being female is blown to bits. I was for a moment thinking that I might have discovered something that we haven't been told yet in the story, but no, apparently that is blown out of the water. Because I've played games like this, well, different games before that. There's a lore reason why everyone is female or everyone is male or stuff like that. But it just has to do with the story and the lore, obviously. Did you look at the Divine Monument yet? Tell me what you've seen. Don't keep this old man waiting. You describe everything you've seen when the village monument was activated to the Divine Researcher. The strange text, the slot that could take an Aether Shard, how it tried to do a cleansing pulse but failed. The Divine Researcher's smile falls as he tries to digest everything. We've had individuals explore north past the woodlands and even past the mountains. The ones that traveled furthest returned ill and talking about how the magic, the aether itself, felt strange. Some had used the word corrupted. It would explain a lot if the village monument can clean corrupted aether. It did seem odd that this place was so perfect to make a new village in. Sounds like we should turn it on. If you need an Aether Shard, that means you have to go into the woodlands. You're not supposed to go there, but I'll give you my permission. Just be careful, it's quite dangerous. Normally you get an Aether Shard by hunting animals, but maybe you'll have a better chance if you look for a spunny corpse. Oh, and while you're there, there's an ancient shrine just outside. It has this kooky looking golden guy on top. You should check that out too. Good luck. Have a great adventure. You hear? Wow, just like that. I'm assuming I've never left the village, and now all of a sudden the dude is like, okay, you can go out of the village, even though you've never been out of the village. Can we swim? No, we can't. I feel like it's going to be very, very easy in the game to run past certain things just because there's no way to highlight stuff, you know? So you're gonna have to be very, very observant in this game. Rotate and zoom by dragging or by using arrow keys. Wow, this thing looks cute. It looks cute in a kind of really evil way with all of the eyes. Can I do anything? Okay, so apparently by pressing the space bar and holding right click, you can play music. I don't know what the use of that is. I can't interact with the spunny thing either. Can't loot those. An ancient stone ruin stands in front of you. It's clear now that it's less of a shrine and more of a machine. It glows lightly under your touch, and the carvings on the stone begin to shift to create words. Taste, start, attempting to create one stumpy spark, connection not found, test failed. To reconnect, unlock function, machine range. Okay. Ancient waypoint. The ancient waypoint stands in front of you. It glows lightly under your touch. Waypoint inactive, connection not found. To reconnect, unlock function, waypoint range. Of logs, I'll call them stumpy sparks. They're the first step in making it right. Okay, so can we... No, we can't put anything in there. Can't put anything in there. Requires logger. Okay, so you can just shift click stuff. It does say it there at least. Oh, we have some aether shards now. Okay. Didn't even notice that. Okay, so go back to the village. For some reason, this game reminds me of Crashlands, if you've ever played Crashlands. I don't know why, but it just reminds me of Crashlands. Okay. What's that? Stone. Stumpy spark. Don't have that yet. You've unlocked your first ancient waypoint. Needs to be filled before they can be used. Leaves. We have leaves. Huh? My leaves just disappeared. Oh, there it is again. Okay, so that's a glitch. Like I said, I will overlook a lot of glitches as long as they're not game breaking. Gives an overview of how the quests are connected. Okay. Oh. Wooden log. Unlocked monument waypoint. Select the waypoint. Press M. Fast travel. Okay. So this seems like you're upgrading your village thing by putting one of each resource into the thing. Okay, so Stumpy Spark. I will probably get that at the other location. So do we need to go back to the researcher? Because I do have Aether now. You've unlocked it. Fantastic. Did you check out the shrine? What changed there? No, I didn't. I like the loading times as well. Even though I am running the game on a very fast NVMe drive, the loading times are really nice. And the performance of the game actually is also very, very good. Like right now, as we are standing here, obviously, like I said, the game is rendering at 2K resolution, and we have the settings turned all the way up to epic quality. The game is using... okay, I can actually maybe show you over here instead of just babbling. Let's do this and that. And then it's probably a little bit small, so let's do that. So you can see that right now the game is using 100 watts of power usage, which is actually very little. And GPU usage is at 40%. So it really runs very, very well, considering the game is running on the highest possible settings at 2K resolution. So that's actually really nice. The game is not very demanding at all. Like, it's actually, you should be able to play this on like a 1060 GTX, like a very low level card, because I have a 3080 RTX, which is obviously a very good card. You touch the shrine and it slowly whirls into life. It seems to be running some kind of test and is checking that everything still works. Suddenly it spits out a rather strange creature into your arms. The shrine notes that the Stumpy Spark has been immediately activated as part of the tests. The Stumpy Spark stares at you and it seems ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything can be done, with a puff of magic, the Stumpy Spark turns into a wooden disc that fits into your hand. With the spark's deactivation successful, the shrine claims that it is fully operational and is ready to be assigned sparks. The strange metal in your staff changes and the slot that fits the disc appears. You place it in the and the Stumpy Spark begins to follow you. Okay, Stumpy Spark, basic spark, the most basic of sparks, can do a lot, tries hard, a good listener. 111, attack type blunt. Okay, so it's like a minion type thing. You can throw sparks in aim mode. Okay, why would we want to throw sparks? Can they attack? Oh yes, they can attack. Okay. You see now, once again, you have to pick these things up. I'm not a fan of that. Like, not only do you have to pick up the resources, you also have to pick up those resources dropped by any enemies. So you have to run over to the enemy and pick the stuff up. Once again, I don't like that. Assign sparks to empty spark slots to automate the workstation. Stumpy Spark Shrine. Stumpy Spark recipe. Okay, so I don't want to put everything in there. Let's take half of it. Spark slots. Okay. I had to figure that out on my own. There was no tutorial telling me that I should drag this thing from year to year. But anyway, I figured it out. I've played enough of these games to know more or less what is expected to automate certain things. Automation is a very big part in this game, apparently. From the screenshots that I've seen, it can get quite complicated, the different automation mechanics, I guess I can say. One mechanic interacting with another mechanic and the whole assembly line thing. I mean, if you've ever played something like Satisfactory or anything like that, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so how many of these do we actually want? We've got 2. Let's keep it to 3. I think 3. Can I assign another one? Oh yes, I can. Okay, so these are gonna be very, very valuable actually, because you're literally going to automate everything. At least at the beginning, you're gonna be automating everything with these little things. So okay, that's fantastic. Okay, so let's... Okay, that one can run. That one can run, and then let me go over here and see if you can automate this one over here. No. No, you see, you can't. Yeah, so this has to be done completely manually, unfortunately. I mean, it's still like 30 wood per minute. That's a lot of wood. It's one wood every 2 seconds. I wonder what the maximum of these little guys are that you can have with you. Like, right now I have 3 of them active. actively following me around. I wonder how many. Like, what's the maximum? Can you have like 100? I'm just gonna get a little bit of wood here. Okay, that should be fine. And I'm assuming I can't automate this either. No. Can we do that? No. Okay, so no, they definitely will not work there. Can we chop down trees? Some objects require special sparks to harvest them. Oh. Okay. Call back. Okay. So this is almost like like Pikmin or Lemmings. Like I haven't played a lot of Pikmin. I've seen Pikmin being played. There's the one streamer that I follow that has played a lot of Pikmin, who finished like all of the Pikmin games. But I've never actually personally played Pikmin, but I have played Lemmings when I was younger. Okay, so you can't harvest that big thing, but you can harvest the smaller stuff. And then they also bring the resources for you. That's really awesome. And when they harvest the stuff, they get two rocks, but when I harvest the stuff, I only get 1 rock. That's interesting. So they can't harvest these big things. Like, look at this. I'm gonna harvest this one, and I bet you any amount of money I get 1 rock. You see there? So even if you allow your Pikmin your sparks to harvest the stuff, then you actually get significantly more resources. So you are very much encouraged to use your sparks instead of you doing the stuff yourself. Okay, so that's interesting. So yeah, these little things are going to be very, very, very important. Okay, do we need to go to the Divine Researcher? Okay, you go harvest that, harvest that, harvest that. I wonder if there's a range limitation on these things. Can I literally run away or go to a next zone? What, did you loot? Did you finish your task? No, you did not finish your task. Okay. So there is definitely a range limitation. You've unlocked it. Fantastic. Did you check out the shrine? What changed there? You tell the Divine Researcher on everything you've seen about the ancient shrine. That doesn't make sense. You tell the Divine Researcher on everything you've seen about the ancient shrine. That doesn't make grammatical sense. Especially the rather strange creature that came out of it after you fixed it. So they're called sparks, you say. How unusual. Clearly I have some research to do. They're quite cute. You should show them around. Maybe others in the village will have some thoughts or ideas on them. Okay, so don't you guys bring me the... These two brought me the resources, but no, actually they didn't bring any of the resources. Why didn't they bring me the resources? Previously they brought me the resources, but this time not. That's weird. You see, now they brought me 1 leaf, but not the wood log. And he's bringing me the wood log, but not this. So they're doing a half-assed job in bringing me the resources for some reason. I don't know why. Perhaps there is a reason why, or it could just be a glitch. Those spark thingies you found are rather cute. I'm sure lots of people will come far and wide to study them. Although our village is little underdeveloped, we never had such a reason to grow. But maybe we can do something so those who can help you study the sparks will come and stay. Sawn wood and wood log. Holy shit, that's a lot. It's quite a lot, I know, but you take as long as you need. We are here to support you, dearie. Yeah, I definitely think, like, at least with the rocks, I've seen that I get double resources from the rocks when they harvest the rocks. Not so much with the other pieces. Like, we can test it over here. Like, I'm gonna harvest this one. Berry bush. He's harvesting the berry bush, and then I will harvest this berry bush. And then we see what the resources are that I get and what the resources are that he gets. So over here is... Okay, so there's one log, one leaf. Okay, I can't get that now. Okay, so for some reason that's a little glitch. Sometimes your resources are so far you can't get it, and you can't throw them up there either. Okay, that's a little bit irritating. Okay, so out of this I get one leaf and one log, and this was one leaf, unless that leaf was a leaf from that one. I didn't even see. I wasn't paying attention so much. But yeah, I definitely think that from the logs, not the logs, the rocks, we are getting double resources, but not necessarily from the other ones. Hey, so those weird dolls of yours, they follow instructions, right? You think they can carry stuff too? Okay, I guess I can give you 3 Stumpy Sparks. Okay, so there was one leaf and another leaf and another leaf and a rock, or a log. So in that instance, there were more resources than what I normally get. Okay, so she wants three stumpies. Complete. They walk on paths. They even pick up from and drop off items to buildings they pass. They only walk on the right side of the path for some reason. Here, let me show you how to make the dirt path. Path tool G allows you to create new paths and delete existing paths. This thing is really small. Like, they should make the screenshot bigger, because I can't even see exactly what's going on there. Try it out. Hold a logger. Connect logger to Stumpy Spark Shrine. Throw Stumpy Spark on path. Okay. I guess. Oh, and then I need to go speak to the other guy as well. You see his eyes twinkle as you describe the ancient shrine and how the sparks work in one. He mutters something and nods to himself. Oh yes, I see, of course. That's pretty ingenious, right? Let me have a few, will you? And get me some materials. I want to try to make a logger for your little sparks. So you want 2 and 5 stone and 10 logs. Okay. I guess that's doable. Can I give you the wood? So you want 10 wood, you want 5 stone. And then you want 2 stumpies. Okay, so you guys want more logs. Yeah, you can only put 20 logs at a time, it seems. Can you harvest that? Yes, you can. But I can't harvest the bigger trees. I guess the bigger trees needs to be harvested by a different minion, spark, whatever. So you get 3 when they harvest it. And when I harvest it... Oh, I can't even harvest this one. Okay. I have got 7 now. I don't understand why they don't bring all of the resources to you. Like, they bring one resource and then they stop bringing resources. Like, I really wish if you walked over, at least if you walked over the resources, that the resources would get auto picked up, because the fact that you have to click on each and every bloody resource, and a lot of the resources are hidden by the environment, so you can't even see all of the resources, that's just really obtuse. Like, seriously. It wastes so much time. Can I gather these? What did this thing require again? Ancient waypoint. Oh, okay, so it requires a constant amount of fuel to be active. That's once again a little bit obtuse, but anyway. Okay, so it seems 10 is the maximum amount of stumpies that you can have at any one time. Okay, what did you say you want? Oh, boulder logger, transport wood log. Okay, you wanted 2 stumpies. I wonder how. Oh, did you get everything already? If you forgot what you should do, you should check your quest log. Or since they're so small, they need a load table and it's done. One very important thing you need, beetle font carapace to build the logger. The carapace stabilizes the aether in the giant trees. You don't really need to know what that means, but let me tell you, I've personally tried harvesting giant trees without an aether stabilizer, and it took 2 whole months to regrow my mustache. You can find the beetle fant carapace from beetle fant corpses that are around the woodlands, but for now I'll give you what I have spare. You've unlocked your first building, B for build mode. Okay. Alright, so I was thinking that maybe we can get these sparks to not just harvest the wood, but actually craft with it. I'll need quite a lot of materials to try out some different ideas, but you and your sparks can do it. 100 wood logs. Okay, that's not the end of the world. So I can't automate these yet. I've been looking through my research and it seems that these sparks are entirely unique. You're the first person to discover such a thing. What are you surprised that this old man can actually do some work? Divine technology is my specialty, I'll have you know, and I've been thinking maybe we can recreate these spark machines. The divine researcher grins, his eyes full of passion. He takes out several pages of questions that he has prepared to ask you. Aether shard wood log. Okay, that's not too bad. And then we can make a Sparky workbench, even though we already have the Sparky workbench. The one that we are using to produce Sparkies. You spend what feels like forever answering a litany of questions about the Stumpy Spark Shrine. Its dimensions, its connections, how every little thing seems to work. By the end, the divine researcher seems satisfied. I see, so it uses the same aethic energies as other divine technology, and it seems to fit some other hypothesis by replicating the actual process. Well, nothing to do but try. You do talk a lot. So he wants 1 Stumpy Spark. I might as well give that to him now. And then 20 stones. I don't have 20. I have a nice amount of wood. No, I don't have a nice amount of wood. What did you want again? Oh, timber. Yeah, I don't know how to make timber yet. And what did you want again? Okay, Aetheric Clump, Sawn Timber, Crafty Spark, Aetheric Pallet. Okay, so a whole bunch of new stuff that we can unlock. How's the Spark stuff going? You updated the Woodman on what recently happened, including you having recently unlocked some new shrines. You know, my grandfather explored the woodlands a long time ago. He described it in his notes with a strange-looking statue. Thinking about it, it might be a spark machine. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I hope those notes are useful and you find something there. Grandy never did had the best handwriting. That's another grammatical error. Exciting news. I was going through some of the older notes and I found something unusual on the shrine. It always confused me because I didn't have a little creature on top. I don't think you found it yet, so I'll mark it on your map. Be careful, don't get too close to the mantis stags. It seems you can only track one quest at a time. I'm not a fan of that. So we need a lot of wood. For that we need a logger. So we should probably build a logger ASAP. I think we're gonna build a logger out here and not inside the village probably. Okay, so we press B, logger. I guess it does matter how it's orientated. Okay. And now we have infinite amount of wood. 60 per minute. Wow, that's double as fast as the other one. And then if we can find another tree somewhere, another giant tree, then we can put another one down. Yeah, we can put that there. Oh, and then we obviously want to keep this thing fed. What did they say? How to build a road? B? No? B? Okay, how do you build a road? Like, seriously. Path. G. Why the hell would it be G? Okay, and then you throw them there. Correct. Yes. They're pretty slow, actually. Yeah, but that's not bad at all. So now we have got unlimited wood, and we have automated Sparky production. We need a lot of aether. I don't like the fact that they don't bring back the resources. Like, they only bring back one resource. And then the rest of the resources, they just leave there. How do you unlock this one? Okay, so I can't unlock that one. Ah, here's another tree. What did we need to build? Oh, we need a carapace. A beetle fanned carapace. I like the size of the inventory. The inventory is really nice. I've already been playing for an hour and I've been harvesting quite a lot of stuff, and I still have not had inventory issues. So I like the size of the inventory. Too many game developers make the inventory size too small, like for no reason. Okay, so I'm assuming that beetle fant is going to kick my ass. I mean, we can try to attack it, but don't think we're gonna do well. Do we even have health? Like, I wonder if the character can actually die. I don't think I want to take that thing, or even try to take that thing on right now. you run around and you kill stuff, but you don't even bring the resources back. Okay, so this is another ancient waypoint. Ruins of a small ancient workstation. You see, these corpses, all of these corpses, state that they give 1 aether shard. But when my stumpies actually harvest them, I get 2 aether shards. That's interesting. Here's a shitload of these things. I don't know what they are. Like, if I harvest this one, I'm probably gonna get 1. Okay, now I actually also get 2. Maybe there's just some variation. Like, if it's a little bit random. Sometimes you get 1, sometimes you get 2. Like here, I can harvest this one, and I get 1. And I can harvest this one, and I get 1. But they get 2. It's weird. Okay, so... Okay, that one is completed. There's some more trees over here. What's this? There's a circle over here. Oh. You touch the shrine and it slowly wears into life, blah blah blah. Spits out this rather strange creature into your arms. The shrine notes that the crafty spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. The crafty spark waves at you, eager, and receive instructions, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Okay, so this one has less offense, but it has the same as the other guys, and it has +1 efficiency. I don't know what efficiency means. It would be nice if we were told what efficiency means. Crafty spark, wooden panel. Okay, so obviously I don't have wooden panels yet. So I can't equip the crafty spark. You can only equip 1 at a time. So if I do this, you see, you can only have 1 at a time. One type of spark at a time. You can obviously have multiple sparks, but you can only have 1 type of that particular spark. Hey, aetheric palette. That's something that I haven't gotten yet. A little bit of freezing. That's the first time we've gotten a bit of freezing. This one is obviously empty. Yes. Okay. We can give you more. And then we can take more of those. Okay, yeah, we should be able to complete a couple of quests now. Okay, so before we talk to you, let's empty my inventory a little bit. Okay, so you wanted 100 wooden logs. Let me show you my final design. So much of the machinery is inside of the building. It simplifies the work, so those parts of you don't have to do anything too complex. No offense, but they're not very smart. When I try to give a complex order to one, they just get confused. Of course, there's always more room for improvement, but try it out. Okay, saw bench. So now I can make uh, timber, sawn timber. What did you want? What did you want? Oh, okay. So you don't actually want anything. And you wanted logs, but you also wanted timber. So I guess I can give you the logs that I have right now, and then I just need to saw a whole bunch of timber. Oh, and this place wanted a pallet. Yes. Unlocks the ability to rush a single group of sparks towards a direction. Don't know what that will do actually. All workstation ranges at range 2. Crafty spark. Okay, we're gonna sacrifice our own crafty spark. We get a barrel and a shed. Nice, here I made some storage buildings for you and your sparks. We are progressing nicely. Okay, storage buildings you say. Barrel. Bed. Large building to store items in. Parks to store items in. Okay. It doesn't say what the capacity actually is. It would be nice if I knew what the capacity is. Okay, so this is a saw bench. We can place it like over here. Okay, we've got quite a bit of stumpy sparks now. I think we can chill for a little bit. So that's the output. This is the input. Okay, so why... Okay, there we go. It just took them a while to realize they need to put stuff over there. Okay, so we are making timber now. We should probably build some storage spaces. So this is to store, for you to store items in the, and this is for the sparks. So can maybe make a fair amount of storage space somewhere. Now this hill is a little bit irritating. Okay, now we will see how much capacity these actually have. So this is a very rudimentary automation setup, but already you need to think, okay, so I'm placing this one here. I might want to take the sawn logs somewhere else in the future, so you need to think about the road direction. You shouldn't build yourself too enclosed, you know, like in too much of an enclosed space. So you really need to do a lot of planning ahead already. We're not even at a quote-unquote difficult place yet. Wow, that's actually a lot more storage than what I thought. So that's 80, 80, so it's 160. That's quite a lot of storage, 160. Okay, so those guys can go on. I just want a fair amount of wood. And then we can move over here, because over here there's actually 3 trees right next to each other. So, oh, but in order to build the trees, we need the uh, Bielephant husk, I think it was. I don't like the fact that it doesn't show if there's anything inside the ancient container, so you have no way of telling at a distance if the ancient container is empty or not. So you're going to be opening the same ancient container probably multiple times. Okay, we can put 2 over here. And then wooden panel. Okay, I can't make wooden panels yet, but we will find out how soon enough. Where is that Bielephant? A little bit of lag again. It was around here somewhere. Ah, there we go. Okay, hopefully we can kill it. Wow, and you get one Bielephant carapace. I thought like, okay, maybe you will get more, but holy hell. One Bielephant carapace. And I lost 8. I think I lost 8 over there. Pretty brutal, but I mean, I can basically make unlimited stumpies, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, how are I gonna get rid of all of these bloody pine trees? Because I can't actually mine them yet, I don't think. Yeah, I know. I can't mine them yet. So I'm probably not gonna be able to really build over here yet because the entire place is overgrown with trees that I can't get out of the way. There's some trees up here as well, but once again, a lot of pine trees in the way. There's another Bielephant. Looks a little bit angry. Then over here. Yeah, this is a little bit more open. Even though they're not spaced very nicely. But okay, build. And then barrels. As long as this number doesn't actually go up, then I'm happy. Okay, it goes up slightly, so we should probably... How many do we have there now? 5. So we should add 6. Okay, now it should go down very slightly. Or actually, I see now the animation is what is stopping the speed. You can add 100 over there and it's not going to make them loot it any faster because each and every one of them has a certain animation speed. But still, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, so now we have another wood storage place over here. We can upgrade our shrine with the Aethric clump. And then our one quest is over here. I actually need more stumpies. I only have 4 right now. There is a hiss of steam and the machine finishes the process. It seems to have refined an Aethric pellet into Aethric shards. The shrine claims that it is now fully functional and ready to put to use. Okay, so you put Aethric pellets in and then you get Aethric shards. That's stupid because Aethric pellets are more expensive and rare than Aethric shards, so I don't see why I would want to do that. This is pretty useless, but at least we completed another quest for the dude, the ancient whatever. Can we mine this thing? Oh, we can. Fantastic. much easier to mine these than bloody well losing 10 or so of our lumpies or stumpies to combat, you know. Choppy Spark Shrine. As expected, it spits out a new strange creature into your arms. The shrine notes, Choppy Shrine. Bows his head, ready and eager to receive instructions, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so this one has more offense and good at cutting. And then to make them, you need 3 Stumpy Sparks and a wooden blade. Now, where the hell will you get a wooden blade? That's the question. Self-defense, blah blah blah. Ah, this is a new area over here. So can I actually attack with this one? Like literally big trees? I'm assuming so. Ah, yes, you see. So now we don't need to shy away from trees anymore. We can now actually chop down trees, where previously we couldn't. Okay, so they just give birch, well, they give wood and leaves, but a little bit more wood and leaves than what we normally get. And then this one over here, let's check out that one. So where the hell will I get the wooden blade? Okay, a lot of wood, but nothing else really. I'm assuming it can't chop this thing. Yeah, no. As I thought. I've got no idea where we're gonna get wooden blades. Okay, so over here I now have a bunch of the saw stuff. I definitely want more of these. So you guys can go ahead and create a bunch. How much can this thing take? Only 40. Okay, so 40 is the maximum. And I guess I can make a storage place over here. I actually need a lot more than I thought I was gonna need of these. Leaves are taking a lot of storage in my inventory. I wonder like what we're gonna use leaves for, because I haven't found a use for it yet. We can make a storage place here. Just because leaves right now are completely useless to me. Okay, these guys' production is now standing still because all of the production is going towards this one over here. But there's not a huge amount we can do about that because of how we placed the barrels. We have 20. Yeah, we actually should have placed the barrels after this building, because now these barrels over here are continuously being filled instead of the sawmill being filled. But that will only be an issue until these barrels are filled, and they are being filled up. Like literally this one just needs to be filled up, then it's done. There we go. Okay, so we need 100 wooden logs actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And aether shards, we have that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 20. I know it's quite a lot, blah blah blah. 10 Stumpy Spark workbench. But I already have that, but okay, anyway. So there's no way, blah blah blah, without the ancient bases. The piping is vital, and it can't quite replicate itself. But I've also made it process agnostic. It means you can use it to make other types of sparks. What? I know there are more shines out there. I bet you are warm. I bet you a warm dinner that there's more sparks too. Oh, and I've always thought that these statues were minor deities, but to think that they were creatures. Oh. Okay, is that all you have for me right now? I haven't gotten a quest from the merchant yet. I think we can upgrade this thing. Yes. Cool, now we can have 2 sparks active at once. Very nice. Timber. Tree bark. Okay, so I don't have tree bark yet. We need to get that somewhere. Fertilizer. Wooden blade. Airy spark. Quartz. Choppy spark. Yeah, we're getting deep into the amount of stuff. Like the different mechanics and stuff now. Okay, so and then timber. We need to get some more timber. She will be happy. And then I think we've done all of the quests in the village that we have available to us currently. So my question is, can you do 20 and 20? Or 10 and 10? Oh yes, you can. Holy shit. So you can do 10 and 10, or you can do like that one 10 and the other one 10. So you can have the same sparks, or you can have different sparks, but the fact that we can have 2 slots now is definitely nice. Okay, we have 20 there. Amazing, I never imagined you could get so much so quickly. Thank you, my dear. We'll make sure to put this to good use. Don't forget to take breaks. I'm proud of you no matter what you do. Always has been. Merchant. Have you talked to the merchant? Most folks don't tend to come so far to the middle of nowhere, but they were very interested in staying when they heard about your sparks. I already have some plans for the next project. Do you want to help? 160 timber and then wood panel. Okay, so I can't make wood panels right now. And 9, yeah, that can stay there. That's fine. Oh, and everyone has new quests for me now. I have a question. Are those sparks of yours any good at defending themselves? Or say a trade caravan? We avoid disturbing wild animals, but sometimes they attack. And of course, there's also bandits. Maybe they can help. You should start with something weak. Hunt some field spunnies for me. You can find a lot of them. Well, I've already killed a shitload of them, but anyway. Don't confuse them with forest bunnies. If you attack one of those, the whole nest will come after you. Okay, that's useful to know, I guess. About the 2 new shrines you've unlocked at the village monument, especially the crafty spark shrine. Oh, didn't I tell you that there were other sparks? I'm so smart. I think you technically owe me a warm dinner, but I'll let you off for now. So he wants 1 crafty spark, 40 stumpy sparks, and then 40 wood panels. Then he's gonna give me a crafty spark shrine, essentially, that can make the crafty sparks, stumpy sparks. So you want 40 stumpy sparks. Well, I have 20 right now that I guess I can give to you. Actually, I have 35, so take that 35. This really makes me feel like I'm playing Satisfactory almost, because fucking Satisfactory, like, just when you think you have a good amount of resources, you do your objective and then you have to spunk all of your resources into the new objective, and then you have no more resources left. Like, this really feels like that. You almost never can get ahead because you're constantly working towards that new objective. So you know how your spark can turn wood logs into saw timber. I was thinking maybe we can get them to make something even more refined. Probably those panels. Do you want to give me a hand? So I need to build 2 loggers and 2 saw benches, and then deliver 80 sawn timber. Saw bench, and then the saw bench can make wood panels. Okay. But do I need to build new? Okay, fortunately I don't need to build new ones. I just need to make sure that I have 2 of each. That's good. These parts are very silly. They keep walking around in very long ways. They need instructing. So sign, crate, crossing, splitter. That will help a lot with the automation, obviously. It's like what's that other game where you build on a planet and then Dyson Company, Dyson Sphere Program. I knew I had it in my library. It feels like Dyson Sphere Program because, like, you, instead of having conveyor belts, you now have roads, and your roads work essentially like conveyor belts. Okay, so how many do we have here? 17. Okay, so we clearly need a lot more. Okay, and then we need another saw bench. So we're not gonna build a saw bench over here. We're probably gonna build it way over here. Do I have enough logs? No, not really. Even though there's enough logs over here, I think. And then I should probably equip these. Actually, I want to get 3 more. Okay, now we have 20 again. And then I have a shitload of wood over here already. So we want to build another saw bench over here, I guess. Okay, there we go. We have another one, and now we need 80 timber. And then with that, once we have this one completed, we will be able to make the plates. And the plates, I believe it was the crafty one over here, the crafty spark shrine, that needed plates. So once we have that done, then we can get the crafty shrines, crafty sparks done. And then with the crafty sparks, we're probably going to be able to get wood blades somehow with the crafty sparks. And then with the wood blades, we can go and get the choppy sparks. So, or everything will be put into action once we complete this woodcraft number 2 quest. And yeah, like that's really going to be the vast majority of the game until we've unlocked all of the sparks, which right now it seems like there's probably gonna be 10 or more, because like if you look at the stats, you just need to look at the stats of all of the stuff. Like this Bielefeld killed 10 of my sparks, even though they're the base sparks. And look at the offense. The offense is 1 and the defense is 2. So that already should tell you that there's going to be things in the game that are 5 times as powerful as this thing is, at least. So it's going to be really, really brutal. And then if we look at the stats over here, 1, 1, 1, 1. This one is 1 half, 1, 2, and this one is 1, 1, 1, 2. So eventually, you're gonna get sparks that are either like maybe 2, 2, 2, 5, or it's gonna be 5 in everything, like 5, 5, 5, 5. So you're gonna get a lot of different sparks as well. Right now we've only unlocked 3, but obviously we're 2 hours into the game, so there's still gonna be a lot of stuff that you can do. And yeah, according to the developers, they say that there's at the moment at least 20 hours of gameplay in the game. And obviously, like I said, the game releases in a couple of days. I'm essentially playing the version that is going to be released. So right now, if you pay $20 for the game, you're gonna be, according to developers, getting at least 20 hours of gameplay out of the game. So obviously later down the line probably they will add more sparks in addition to what is currently in the game, even though, like I say, currently in the game I would think there is at least 10 different sparks in the game. And then obviously also, like, there's going to be much more powerful enemies in the game as well. So yeah, definitely for right now, $20 for this game for 20 hours of gameplay. I think that is not too bad at all, like really. And everything runs very well. Like I said, the game only consumes 100 watts of power usage and 40% GPU usage on a 3080 RTX. That means you're going to be able to play this game on like 1660 GTX, I think, or is it RTX? I'm not sure. Or on something like maybe even a 980 GTX or a 1060 GTX. Any of those really older cards is going to be able to play this game without any problem at all. And yeah, graphics is nice and stylized. Everything looks nice. It's not high quality graphics like you would get in Far Cry or Cyberpunk or anything like that, but it's nice and stylized. Everything looks very nice and stylized. Why aren't these guys working? Oh, I forgot to put stumpies over here. That's something you always have to remember when it comes to automation games. You have to remember all of the different steps of automation. And yeah, the automation is going to be vastly more complicated. Obviously, right now, I don't have to think about a huge amount. Like this one, the resources go into the storage buckets. After these are filled up, it goes into the saw bench. The saw bench shits these ones out over here. From here on, these planks are going to go into the panels, the panels that we're going to unlock with this quest over here. The saw bench is going to take the sawn timber and make it into wooden panels. So that's going to be a third thing over here that takes the timber, makes it into panels. Then probably after that you're going to take the panels, make it into something else. So that is your typical automation style, gameplay style. I'm not a huge fan of these types of games. I've played a bunch of Dyson Sphere Program, and I've played a bunch of Satisfactory and stuff like that, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I normally enjoy doing the stuff that is apart from the automation. I don't enjoy the actual automation too much, but someone who enjoys these types of games honestly will really like this game. I can say that for certain, especially if you are a player who really enjoys Dyson Sphere Program. For instance, this game is literally Dyson Sphere Program mixed with Pikmin or mixed with Lemmings or one of those types of games. So yeah, especially if you're a player who really enjoys Pikmin, then you will probably enjoy this game, even though Pikmin is more of a collectathon type game. This game isn't really a collectathon type game. This game is more of a harvesting, crafting, farming type game, even though I haven't unlocked farming or anything like that yet. But yeah, people who like Pikmin will like this game. People who like Dyson Sphere Program will like this game. And honestly, I like the game. I really like the game. The game runs very well. Every now and then, like every 5 minutes, it might actually be the auto-saving. I haven't even noticed it so much, but every 5 minutes or so, there's a little bit of a freezing, but honestly, nothing too bad. Otherwise than that, the game runs fantastically. We've seen maybe two small bugs in the game so far, but honestly, nothing too bad, nothing game-breaking or anything like that. Obviously, that will hopefully be fixed. Honestly, the tutorial could be better. Tutorial is not very good. Hopefully the developers can add a little bit to that, because there's a couple of things already that I had to figure out on my own before being actually told what it was, or how to do it, or how to fix it, or whatever. Like for instance with the building and that kind of stuff, and the moving the sparks from the one side to the other side. The game doesn't tell you that. But yeah, otherwise I honestly can, without any reservations, recommend the game. It's fun, everything works well. You can't change your resolution. I would like to be able to see resolution options apart from the scaling, and then also there's no 240 FPS or 360 FPS available in the game at all. But yeah, otherwise than that, honestly, I don't have any issues with the game, and I actually can recommend the game without any issues. $20 is a fine price for this game. Like I said, when I evaluate a early access game, I take into consideration what the game is right now, not what the game will be in the future. I take into consideration what the game is right now, and right now I can recommend the game without any issues. Right now for $20, I think this is a good game, and I definitely look forward to playing the game a couple of years, or maybe a year or whatever. I'm not sure how much the developers said. I can actually maybe look on their Steam page. Often the developers say on the Steam page how long they expect their game to be in early access. So let's have a look here. We plan to be in early access for about a year, but the final release date has not been set yet. So yeah, basically in like a year, the game will probably be ready to be released, but obviously all of that just depends on the developers, and depends on how much they want to add to the game, and how much they want to expand the game, and all of that kind of stuff. And if I show you guys over here quickly, something interesting that I see on the Steam page, and then we just need to make it a little bit smaller so that you guys can actually see. So this is on the Steam page, so you can see here a quite intricate level of automation. Like I said, the one building makes the stuff. It looks like this one is chopping a stone. This is maybe a stone producer over here. They carry the stones over here. That processes the stones, goes into that building over there. That processes the stones even further, goes over there. So obviously automation is going to be very, very big in this game. And if you don't enjoy automation, then you're not going to like this game, and you're not going to be able to progress in this game. You have a lot of hoops that you have to jump through, and a lot of automation that you have to do in order to reach the next step of the game, in order to progress through the game and unlock the next level of stuff. So yeah, honestly, holy shit, that one is brutal. You can see they're carrying stuff from the top, going down into chests, and then taking that, putting it into the next stuff. This is like the end game. That's the end game type gameplay that you're going to be experiencing. So yeah, guys, honestly, I can definitely recommend the game. Like I said, by the time that I upload this video, the game will not be released yet, but it releases on the 24th. And yeah, like I said, thanks to the developers for sending me a key for the game. I definitely enjoy the game, and I look forward to playing the full release in a year or whatever. I probably am going to limit myself from playing too much of the early access version of the game, just because I want to have the best experience possible with the game. So I'm probably gonna not play the game very much during early access, just to not spoil the game for myself. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Actually, a game that I can wholeheartedly recommend to you guys. So yeah, guys, like I said, thanks a lot to developers for sending me a key for the game. It's very much appreciated. And in the cases where a developer does not send me a key, I very much rely on you guys and your support that you give me on patreon.com/LFP to purchase more games, to do more reviews for you guys. I, on an average month, spend probably $200 to $300 on games to do reviews, and I would not be able to do that. It's not really sustainable for me if I didn't have your support. So if you want to see more reviews from me, then supporting me on patreon.com/LFP is very much appreciated. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.